Welcome to Surprising Europe, the only television series that shows true life of African migrants in Europe. We Africans in Europe have a big responsibility. Our families and communities back home depend on us. It is difficult to live off our talents, but failure is not an option. So we use all our creativity and resourcefulness to be able to provide for our people, like these young men from Guinea who earns a living with an amazing performance. In this episode, we focus on some of the more risky jobs in Europe. We even meet a young man who feels forced to do illegal work.
Nice guys, man. Would you like some weed?
Our guest reporter, Baba, risks his dignity investigating a very strange piece of European folklore. And we have a special report on prostitution.
I was expected to find a job as a cleaner or an office job, but that is not what I found. I found prostitution in Europe.
I'm walking down the famous artist and nightclub district, Montmartre, in Paris. But our first item doesn't come from Europe, but from Africa. This is the countryside of Burkina Faso. The people here have lived a life of small-scale farming for centuries. But on the border with Togo, there's one village that looks different.
Bienvenue à Begedo, le village des immigrés qui vont en Europe.
Of the 20,000 inhabitants of the town of Begedo, more than 5,000 are working in Italy as factory workers or fruit pickers. Of the money they make over there, they send a large percentage back to the families in Begedo. The head teacher is showing us around.
Il y a 15 ans, tout le village était en paille comme ça. Mais maintenant, avec l'aller à l'Italie, en Europe, tout le village a changé. Il y a beaucoup de bâtiments en dur. Donc, vous voyez, tous ces cours qui nous entourent, ce sont des cours des immigrants qui sont en Italie, qui résident en Italie. Je rêve quand même de construire un bâtiment comme mes frères là. Mais sinon, quand même, vous savez, ici, le salaire est très bas. Donc, on prend tout ça là, on peut réaliser ça durant toute notre carrière.
This is Bara, a village elder. His son is in Italy, sending money to support the family.
Il y a deux jeunes de ce village qui sont en Côte d'Ivoire. C'est leur patron qui leur fait partir en Italie. Quand ils sont venus à congé, ils ont dit que la vie est très bonne. Partie 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, ça a été débuté comme ça. Avant, j'ai dormi dans les cases. Si ça plaît, la maison est tombe. On est obligé de rester sans dormir. Et maintenant, même si prend n'importe comment, on dort comme on veut. Grâce à l'Italie. Quand mon fils est parti en Italie, il m'a fait construire ça. Et je dors dans ça maintenant. Voici ma chambre. C'est là. C'est mon enfant qui a payé pour moi. Il disait qu'il va prendre femme. Moi, j'ai dit non. Au lieu de prendre femme, c'est pour perdre ta vie. Il faut aller à l'aventure. Tu es trop petit pour prendre. Une fois, si tu prends une femme tout de suite là, tu ne vas pas bouger. Alors que la vie est telle là, il faut les moyens. Mon enfant m'a envoyé l'argent et puis j'ai payé ça et puis je me débrouille avec ça. Il pense bien à moi. Hein.
The money flowing into Begedo helps many families.
Merci beaucoup.
But the real impact of migrant remittances can be seen in the improvements to the welfare of the community as a whole.
Voilà, donc ça c'est le nouveau bâtiment. Et vous voyez, il y a le drapeau du Burkina et le drapeau de l'Italie. Voilà. Je disais qu'il y a du matériel qui n'a pas encore été installé. Ça, c'est des chaises dentistes, des poupinelles, pour stériliser le matériel. Ça prend la radio. Ça, c'est matériel pour les médicaments. Et ils ont une association des ressortissants de Burkina en Italie. Et chaque année, chacun cotise. Et c'est dans ça qu'ils ont puisé pour venir faire ce bâtiment, pour leurs parents rester au Burkina ici.
The money from Italy also supplied these 2 ambulances. But the hospital needs electricity and medical personnel to function properly. And that is difficult to find in Beggedo. So, are remittances enough to make things work? Or can Beggedo survive solely on the money of its sons and daughters in Italy?
L'Italie, c'est comme un château où l'argent descend ici sous forme comme de l'eau. Mais une fois que le robinet va se couper, alors ce serait dur pour le village.
What do you think? What is needed for long-term development in Africa? Let us know on the website.
C'était un Beggedo. À la prochaine, ici ou en Europe.
I know many brothers and sisters who get involved in illegal activities. Some say they do this because it's their only option. This young man is a good example. He sells marijuana in the streets of Barcelona to survive.
So normally we go to the villages. There are black people living there who have contact with Spanish farmers who grow the marijuana. The Spanish farmers give it to them in bags from 10 to 15 grams. And these are the bags we buy for 50 euro, and we make small packets. These are the packets that I am trying to make right now. I go out to the city center, Barcelona city center, and there are a lot of tourists. And this is the place where you can get drugs. You could be able to sell some for 10, and you may be lucky to have some customers for 20. Maybe you can get like 70 euro, 80 euro profit. We go Fuma. Some nice weed. Nice guys, man. Would you like some weed? Normally in selling drugs, you are afraid because it's something illegal, and the police are always trying to catch you. When they see you selling, they will arrest you. But sometimes they don't even wait for you to sell. They can just come to search you. So from the first step from your house up to the time you come back, you're always afraid. You know, you have you don't have a steady mind, you know. But you see it as like you have no option. It's something that you have to do to survive. So you try to be a little bit brave to be able to make a living. But anybody selling drugs, of course, is always in fear. Always in fear. When I was coming to Europe, I think everything was just easy. I spent almost 4 months looking for a job. And because where I was staying, the people living there from my country, from the Gambia, were also selling this marijuana. So when I go to look for a job, when I come back in the evening, they start getting ready, putting their marijuana in the plastic bag, preparing their bags to go and sell in Barcelona. And when they come back with some money. So I think I should also do this thing. Hola, amigo. Fuma Maria Buena? No? Most of the people selling marijuana are Gambian people, and most of the people selling coke are from Nigeria. Now the money you can make from marijuana would be between the range of 500 to 600 euros. So it's not something you do to become a rich person. Tengo Maria Buena. Sí. example, my mother, who is a very religious person, if she knows that I'm trying to sell drugs to make some money to send for them, she won't be happy. That's why I didn't tell them. Yeah, but they also don't know that you have to do this as a necessity to send money back for them.
It's incredible that this young man in Barcelona tells us that illegal activities are his only option to make money. What do you think of that? Please leave a comment on the website. Many of our African women have taken steps to find fortune in Europe, but many end up doing things they don't dare to talk about. We visited Rose, a beautiful Nigerian woman. She has the courage to tell us about her work and experiences. Take a look at our special report about prostitution.
I was expecting to find a job as a cleaner or an office job. That was what I was thinking that I would find in Europe. But that is not what I found. I found prostitution in Europe. The person that brought me, she's a family friend. She's going to take me to Europe. Then when I come to Europe, there's a good job for me. There's a job every place. That's okay. I was excited. I quit my school and I quit my work. She gave me things to put on. She took me to the streets that I should stand there. I said, stand there doing what? She said I should stand. So I'm gonna tell her that I can't do it. I won't do such a thing. I won't do it. So we have a problem, Daddy. She fights with me and I fight with her. I'm not going to do this. I won't do it over my dead body. It's against my religion. It's against me as a human. So I can't do it. I've not done anything like this before. But no, something I do say, if you can't beat them, you join them. I got no option. I join it. I do it. When I went for the first time, I was very, very scared. I was really afraid. In fact, I was crying. Crying that I want even to go back home. I want to go home. They should take me home. But they refused to take me back home. But now, there's nothing I could do. That was the first time. I've been doing prostitution for 6 years now. You look good. Because if you don't look good, nobody's going to stop for you. You show your boobs. A client may stop for you. If you say he wants an hotel, you take him to an hotel. If you say he wants a home, you take it to a home. If you say he wants it on the street, you can have fun on the street. Inside the car. She didn't brought me for free, and I must do prostitution to pay her else that she's going to have problem with me and to my family back home, that she's going to kill them, so I don't want her to die. So that is why I do it. I pay her a lot of money. I pay her 45,000 euros. That is big money. So I see her as she's wicked. I see her too as a good person because Nigeria is so rough. Nigeria is bad, very bad. So it's not her fault. Just that the way I said that I see her as a devil, that the anger she was using on me, I am old enough to be her daughter. If I were her daughter, she won't allow me to do such a thing. I was even expecting her to put me through to make it easier for me, but she make it hard on me. That is why I use that word devil. I say I see her as a devil.
A devil. Hard words from our sister Rose. But I can understand her. However, prostitution and human trafficking are complicated. We visited several specialists to deepen our understanding.
Well, I wrote a novel about prostitutes. I wanted to know the real stories. And so I put on a miniskirt and high boots and I went to the red light district. And I spoke to some of the girls. When they talk about their pimps and the men who bring them into Europe, they almost sound as if they're grateful for these people who have given them a chance to leave the country. And if your government has failed you, if your parents can't help you out, the person who tells you, well, I'm going to send you abroad and you pay me back every month is your savior, basically. That you don't really see him as the bad guy, And it takes for somebody objective, as somebody outside of that system, to see this person as a bad guy.
Alors j'ai commencé à travailler là-bas en discothèque, avec la house music. J'allais gagner des sous en dansant et basta. Après, j'ai fait aussi le nightclub. Dans le nightclub, j'ai rencontré, oui, il y avait beaucoup de filles aussi qui se prostituaient. Mais j'ai vu des filles qui ont vraiment, elles se sont gâtées la vie. Elles sont complètement sans une vie. Parce que souvent, on leur dit, mais non, ne vous en faites pas. Tu payes 30 000. Quand tu vas finir de payer 30 000 €, tu peux t'émanciper, je vais te donner tes papiers, tu vas aller faire un travail normal et tu vas pouvoir faire ta vie. Mais ce n'est pas vrai. Quand ils finissent de payer 30 000 €, ils disent non, il y a encore 20 000 € à payer. Alors elles travaillent encore pour 20 000 €. Quand elles ont fini de payer 20 000 €, non, jusqu'à ce qu'elles ne deviennent pas tellement vieilles. Qu'à ce point, ils les reportent en Afrique parce qu'ici, désormais, elles ne peuvent plus rien faire. Donc elles ont une vie gâchée. Elles n'ont pas la possibilité d'avoir un mari parce que quand elles rentrent à la maison, ce sont des ex-prostituées quand même. Elles ne sont pas réussies à épargner de l'argent, donc c'est pas penser qu'elles vont ouvrir un business ou quelque chose en Afrique. Donc ce sont des personnes qui n'ont pas une vie et qui ne pourront jamais avoir une vie.
I work as an expert of trafficking from Africa to Europe, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. I've dealt with hundreds and hundreds of cases. It is noteworthy to realize that they are all brought by often very close relatives, aunties, sisters, brothers, family members, and they are brought, to be destroyed.
Violence comes if you step out of line, so if you refuse to pay. There was a story, this girl told me the story of how she said that she didn't want to pay anymore. And so 1 month she didn't pay. And because you have to leave some sort of collateral, right? And they went to her home in Benin City and they beat up her brother. And they sent her photographs of it. Her mother called us and I said, listen, I don't know who these people are, but they say you owe them money, so please pay them up. Because they promised us that when next they come, they'll kill your brother. So if they can't get you, they'll get your family.
2010 is your change.
I've talked to many parents who say to me, look, if this girl is here, she's going to be married anyway, to a village guy who has nothing. And they're going to just use her. So why doesn't she, if she has a chance to go abroad and make money, why not? So there are a lot of factors involved here. And the bottom line is unsurvivable, grinding, inhumane poverty. This is the bottom line.
C'est nous-mêmes les Africains. On doit se rendre compte, on doit faire passer le message que cette manière de faire ne peut pas aider la personne. Parce que même si une personne gagne des sous et perd soi-même, ça, ce n'est pas l'évolution de l'Afrique. Ce n'est pas à travers la prostitution que l'Afrique pourra s'améliorer.
What is your opinion on this subject? Do you have any solution that brings us closer to solving poverty and treating women with respect? Share your stories on the website. Now, let's move over to Spain. Our guest reporter, Baba, has found a colorful combination of fun and violence in a strange Spanish tradition.
My name is Baba. I'm in a city called Buñol in Spain. This is my first time of being here, and I've heard that the Buñol people have to do some strange things with tomatoes. So I'm here to check it out with my friends. Can you hear the noise? Let's check it out.
Let's go and see what is going on.
Yeah.
Tomato party Spanish, colega.
What is this?
Look at this truck, it's coming. I don't know. What is that? Madre mía, hostia. ¿Qué pasa? Look, they want to kill me with tomatoes. Look at this guy. What is happening? Excuse me, sir. Why are you doing this?
Actually, my friend, we don't need a reason to do it. We just want to have fun and to be free just for an hour.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Why are you doing this?
Because I like it. I am from his town. I was born here. So this is our best feast in the world. Tomatoes is very, very good for the skin, for the hair, and afterwards you get so cleaner.
Eso porque es adrenalina.
Desahogo,
para desahogarte.
¿Sí?
Sí. Esto sirve para todos los problemas que tienes durante el año. Vienes aquí, ahora y te desahogas.
Pues. I am told that La Tomatina started with a vegetable fight in 1944, and it became a yearly tradition. In 1957, the town council decided to officially make it an annual fiesta. So, every last Wednesday of August, 125,000 kilos of tomatoes fly through the streets of Buñol.
Madre mía.
It was a lot of fun, but very strange for me to see people are fighting with tomatoes like this. At the same time, people are dying with hunger. Back in Ghana, we use tomatoes for making light soup. To me, eating light soup can never be the same. This is Baba for Surprising Europe in Spain.
In the next episode of Surprising Europe, we focus some more on cultural differences between Africans and Europeans. Our special reporter, Suna, dives into another strange European habit. And Adebantu, my fellow hip-hop artist, hears about racist violence against Africans in Germany. We have seen how our brothers and sisters survive in the European jungle. I hope to see you in the next episode of Surprising Europe. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Those people in Africa always calling you money.
The expectation of your African brothers and sisters that you left behind also is very, very high.
And I called back my parents. They told me, come on, boy. Be patient.